All right, fam, so let's get into this little update. So I ended up, after I talked to my fertility coordinator through the VA, she told me that it would probably be about mid-April before we heard anything back from anybody because they were about a month behind. And so I was surprised when I got a call while I was sleeping in between shifts that they wanted to confirm my choice of fertility clinic. So originally I was going to go ahead and go with the same place that I had been going to, but then I originally said, okay, yes, I'll go back to the same fertility clinic. And then I called her right back and was like, let me call him first, because the thing is, I told you his last note said that he wanted me to try with a different protocol where I did half the amount of menopause that I was doing, and then after that, if we failed, he would want to possibly go to IVF. So I wanted to call him first, because if he was not going to be okay with me doing the IUIs, I did not want to waste my time doing a referral to his clinic, because if all you want me to do is one round and then you're like, hey, I want to move forward with IVF, in my mind it's like, okay, well, I'll just go to another clinic who's going to allow me to do those 6 IUIs, because I don't want to really switch clinics mid IUI, unless for whatever reason God gives me the green light to switch clinics, how he did when we got pregnant with Ja. Literally have been going to Brown Fertility in Jacksonville, Florida, and great location, amazing aesthetics. We just were not either getting pregnant or staying pregnant. So I literally had I heard God clear as day tell me to switch clinics. I did, and we got pregnant at the first round. So if for whatever reason I get that inkling, then I would switch. So I called the clinic, talked to the lady at the phone, and she was like, okay, well, give me a second, because I didn't know if I need to make an appointment to talk to him about it, or if he was going to be willing to talk to me over the phone without an appointment. She was like, give me 1 second, let me talk to him first. She got my information about how many rounds of timed intercourse we've had. And so I told her we did 4 technically 3, because 1 was canceled, but 4 technically. And so she talked to him, and he was like that he is completely okay with me doing all 6 of the IUIs, and that he would not stop my treatment if we had to use all 6. Now, I do not foresee us having to use all 6, please Lord. But it's nice to know that we have the option to use all 6 with him if we need to. So I called the VA back, let them know that I did want to keep the same provider, and that that is where we'd like to go. So she put the request in, and so now I'm just waiting on community care to give me a phone call, and that's stating that they've sent over my referral and that I'm free to go use treatment. So right now I am currently 11 days post-ovulation, and I am waiting on a cycle. I am going to start testing today for pregnancy. We had good timing. I don't feel no different, but we'll test nonetheless for shits and giggles, I guess. But that is my update for now. I will tap back in when I do a test, and we're just going to ride out this cycle and probably the next one, because unless they happen to call me in enough time before cycle day 1, or we're pregnant now,